It's really nice to meet with you today.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for asking us to do the interview.
So what keeps you guys going?
I think what keeps us going is the passion. We love making music, and we're glad that we're able to still continue making music. It's a great thing.
Tell me about yourself, your music, your family.
I've been making music since I was 13 years old. I'm into all genres of music. I'm into jazz, punk rock. I like a lot of indie rock. I like acoustic music. I'm married, 2 kids, and my family's very supportive of my music endeavors. So I'm pretty fortunate with that.
Some of your music can be termed as less than family friendly. Do you let your children listen to your music?
Well, my children are 13 and 11. I have a son and a daughter, and they're not babies, so they can handle some bad words here and there. They actually think it's funny to hear their dad yelling obscenities. So
I think a lot of mainstream music listeners miss the point of punk rock. Some of them dismiss it as nothing but a lot of screaming and yelling. Is The Great Lie nothing more than just a lot of screaming and yelling? Is there depth or meaning to your songs?
But there's a lot of thought put into the lyrics, and we actually take time out to arrange the songs and put a lot of thought into the arrangements of the songs. So I think that it's definitely deeper than just screaming and yelling.
So how about your singing, Kerry? At first, upon first listen, it does seem like it's a lot of yelling and screaming. But then, I listen closer and I hear a lot of character in your voice.
I've actually taken vocal lessons in the past, and I still do vocal warm-ups and vocal exercises. So there is some singing involved, but because of the type of music it is, hardcore, that has to be delivered aggressively. So there's some screaming going on, but it's controlled screaming.
So for this particular EP, you worked with the legendary Martin Bisi. Now, Martin Bisi has recorded some pretty big names like Sonic Youth, Helmet, and even worked on Herbie Hancock's Grammy-winning song Rocket. We all remember Rocket. I love that song. Now, how did you connect with Martin Bisi?
Well, John and Scott had recorded with Martin before, so they were in a band called Mind Over Matter, which is a pretty popular Long Island hardcore band at one point, and they did an album with him. So when we decided to record the EP, we reached out to him. Scott actually did, and asked if he'd be willing to record with us. And he was fortunately available, and we were able to record with him, and he was awesome. It was an awesome experience.
Taking away identity.
tell me about the song Devil Box. I'm curious about that one. What's it about? Is it a recognition of Satanism or something like that? Or is it something deeper? Just curious.
Well, Jerry came in with that song. Jerry actually wrote the music for that song, and he came in with the title Devil Box. So it actually has nothing to do with Satan. I took the title Devil Box and I wrote the song around that title. And it's actually about how cell phones are controlling our lives right now, and the internet and media. So Devil Box is actually your cell phone. That's the way I look at it. But lyrics can be interpreted by the listener anyway. So that's the way I look at it.
So what was your inspiration in recording this EP?
Inspiration came from a lot of different sources. Some political, some personal, and some, I guess, were just driven by the titles of the songs. But we write collectively. I write most of the lyrics. Me and Mike are the primary lyric writers, but we draw from our experiences in the current political environment, pretty much.
Okay, Kerry, before we go, I have one last question to ask you. This is kind of something I'm going to ask everybody. It will be kind of a Rick Henry tradition. So if you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which one would it be?
I mean, I'm not really a sitcom guy. I don't really watch many sitcoms. Maybe Meathead from All in the Family. That could be maybe someone who I would identify with. But maybe the Partridge Family. I don't know. It's kind of a weird question, so I'm not really sure how I would answer that. But that's who I would. Those are the two sitcoms that I would come to mind when you ask that question.
Well, Kerry, I want to thank you very much for spending this time with me. It was really nice getting to know you better, and I wish you much success with The Great Lie. You guys are a great band, and I enjoy your music. Thank you.
Thanks for your interest in the band. I appreciate you taking the time to ask us the questions. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ah.